With Russia's war in Ukraine stalled, and the U.S. saying morale is a problem for Russian forces, CNN has learned of a rare meeting in Moscow between U.S. and Russian military officials, which, according to a U.S. readout of the meeting, contained a, quote, revealing moment from Russian Major General Yevgeny Ilyin, a general with extensive experience dealing with Americans. As the meeting ended, the readout says an attaché on the U.S. side casually asked about Ilyin's family roots in Ukraine. According to the readout, the U.S. official said the general's stoic demeanor suddenly became flushed and agitated. Ilyin replied he was born in Ukraine and went to school in Donetsk, and then said, according to the readout, the situation in Ukraine is tragic, and I am very depressed over it, before walking out without shaking hands. The attaché wrote in the readout, the fire in his eyes and flustered demeanor left a chill down the spine. Meetings with Russian officials are typically scripted, but the two attachés said they had never witnessed such an outburst by Russian counterparts at an official meeting. The readout by the officials concludes, at the very least, it is clear that morale problems among Russian forces are not limited to frontline troops. The readout describes only the impressions of the U.S. officials and does not definitively explain Ilyin's behavior. Such readouts are typically too sensitive to be made public.
Readouts of this type are important because they give us an insight, a potential insight into what the Russians are really thinking, but it also shows that there is some kind of a morale problem within the Russian hierarchy, and it extends possibly all the way up to the top.
The Russian Ministry of Defense did not respond to a CNN request for comment on the meeting or the readout, but the Kremlin has denied reports of low morale among its forces in Ukraine.
You would probably have to doubt this information. You have to doubt it, and you have to think twice whether it is true or not.
As Russia faces stiff resistance from Ukrainian forces, if the Americans are correct and morale is an issue, it's a challenge the Russians can ill afford.
We've seen increasing indications that morale and unit cohesion is a problem. And yes, that absolutely translates into potential military effectiveness issues.
Now, the Russians are being pushed back, according to the Ukrainians. They're being helped by flooding of the Irpin River, which is making combat operations for the Russians harder. And I have to say, it's been a ferocious fight. We're a good 10 miles from that location, and we can hear it. We can hear the bombardment, no doubt, going in both directions. Can even hear some small arms fire. A very ferocious fight is going on. 80% of that town recaptured, according to the police, who've also put out video of themselves patrolling. But of course, this could go the other way at any time. But Makariv, another town in the west, much further west, down a crucial road out of the city to the west, has also captured, according to the Ukrainians yesterday. The Ukrainians essentially saying they're trying to set up a series of defensive lines to prevent the Russians coming in. But the key issue is, can they hold their lines against not just the Russians, but the Belarusians, if they come, as may be anticipated by certainly Western analysts and here in Ukraine, military people really concerned that if Belarus joins this war, that may tip the balance in terms of numbers and firepower and make Kyiv vulnerable once again, Pam.